What is up, everybody? It is Stringy back here with another NFL video today. I got 3 unexpected teams that I think could end up being really good, could shock everybody, and just perform their expectations. Those 3 teams that you can see in the thumbnail and just this picture: Browns, Commanders, Bears. Let's get into it. The first team we're going to be talking about is the Cleveland Browns. And when you look at this team, I don't know how many games they won last year, probably 6 or 7. They do not look like that. If Deshaun Watson gets back to Houston, Deshaun Watson, they have a top 5 of 10 quarterback in the league. They have Nick Chubb, who's arguably the best running back in the league. I'd probably put him. He's definitely top 2 or 3. Just an absolute beast. Like, when you look at his career stats, I'm just be going through the ESPN stuff on this because I'm not making a graphic for all this stuff. Look at this. He's insane. Kareem Hunt's a free agent. They could still bring him back. They probably won't. I don't think he wants to be back. But, and then, yeah, they don't have a great backup. But what their receiving is what people always said was trash. Now they have Amari Cooper, Elijah Moore, Don Peoples-Jones still. They drafted Cedric Tillman in the 3rd round, who's going to be really good for them. They have Marquise Goodwin. David Bell was a decent rookie. Jakeem Grant's one of the best returners in the NFL. Anthony Schwartz, just one of my favorite players in the NFL. Like, this receiving room is not, they're good now. Tight end, they have David Njoku. Jordan Akins is a good backup. Harrison Bryant's a really good 3rd. And they've had one of the best offensive lines in the NFL for years. Jedrick Wills is a good left tackle. Joel Bitonio is one of the best guards in the NFL. Same with Wyatt Teller. Ethan Pochik, a fine center. They drafted Luke Whippler, which was really good value in the 6th round. Jack Conklin's a good right tackle. They drafted DeJuan Jones, who could have been a 1st-round pick or 2nd in the 4th round. And then when you look at their defense, Myles Garrett's a beast, one of the best players in the NFL. They're really bad against the run last year. So what they do, they drafted nose tackle Siaki Ika, who was like 360 pounds in the 3rd round. They still have Perry and Winfrey, who they drafted last year. Maurice Hurst is good. They have Dalvin Tomlinson. They just traded a 5th-round pick for Zadarius Smith, who's just coming off a 10-sack season. If there's noise in the background, just ignore it. Linebackers, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is good. Anthony Walker Jr. is fine. It's not like they have trash linebackers. Then at DB, Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome are probably top 10 to 15 cornerback duo in the league. Denzel Ward's right up there, top 10. Greg Newsome's good too. Safeties have Juan Thornhill and Grant Delpit, which is good. And then they still have like Martin Emerson. I can't say his name, but this guy, he was going to be their starter before he got here. Had 5 sacks last year. I don't know how many pressures he had because people were really talking about him, so I bet he had a lot. Cade York's a really good kicker. Yeah, they play in the AFC North, which is a super tough schedule. Like, look at their schedule right here. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, San Francisco, Seattle. Like, it's not an easy schedule or anything, but I think this is a top 10 team in the NFL. Don't forget, a couple years ago with Baker Mayfield and a pretty similar roster, they were one Chad Henne scramble and good throw away from maybe making the conference championship. I'm going to be giving my predictions for these 3 teams. My prediction is the Cleveland Browns go 11-6 and make the wild card. Next up, we got the Washington Commanders, who are in the NFC, so it's going to be a lot easier for them than the Browns, who are in the AFC North. Commanders, though, they're still in the best conference in the NFC and the NFC East. And this team, it all comes down to Sam Howell. Won his only start last year against the Cowboys. But they're going to need him against the guy who he was supposed to be coming out of college like a 1st-round pick. Ended up being a 5th-round pick, slid in the draft. But they need him to be good if they're going to be good. But look at his North Carolina stats right here. He's one of the best quarterbacks in North Carolina history. As a freshman, he had 38 touchdowns. As a junior, he still had Look, his numbers are really good. Even if he's bad, though, they still do have one of the best backup quarterbacks in the NFL in Jacoby Brissett. Running back, I don't know what is going on with Antonio Gibson. He just doesn't play a ton. Like, as a rookie, he was really good, but since then, I don't know. Brian Robinson Jr., I don't think is that good, but Terry McLaurin is a top 10 to 15 receiver in the NFL. The Buckeye. Jahan Dotson, I think, was tied for the receiving rookie touchdowns. Yeah, he had 7 touchdowns. He didn't even play the full season. Curtis Samuel's a good number 3. Yeah, he had John Dotson 7 touchdowns in 12 games. Tight end, they have Logan Thomas, the former college quarterback. Alex Amara at fullback. Their offensive line's meh. Charles Leno Jr., a decent left tackle. I have no idea who this guy is. Nick Gates is okay center. I guess they're playing Sam Cosmi at guard now. Andrew Wiley just played right tackle for the Chiefs. Right here, they have one of the best front fours in the NFL. Right up there with the Eagles, Cowboys, Jets, even though it sounds weird to say. They have maybe the best defensive tackle duo in the NFL, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen. They have Chase Young, who if we can get back to Defensive Rookie of the Year, Chase Young is going to be really, really good. Montez Sweat is a freak athlete who is still really good. They have Fidarian Mathis, who they drafted 2 years ago now. David Mayo has a last name of Mayo. That's all you got about him. Cody Barnes is going to replace Cole Holcomb. And Cody Barnes is an okay linebacker. Jamin Davis, they spent a first-round pick on. Kendall Fuller's a good cornerback still. He's a good cornerback 1. Emmanuel Forbes, they drafted ahead of Christian Gonzalez last year. I predicted Christian Gonzalez sliding a little bit in the draft, but I don't know if it would be like that. Jartavius Martin or Quan Martin, really good safety cornerback that they drafted, like a combo player. Cameron Curl is really good as a rookie. They need to get back to that. Derek Forrest is a fine. Or Derek Forrest is good. And then, obviously, the NFC is going to be easier to make the playoffs. Their record, though, for the NFC is not super easy. They have to play, because they're in the NFC, have to play the Eagles twice, Cowboys twice, Giants twice. I don't know. They got to play the Bills, the Dolphins. My prediction for the Commanders is... Yeah, but my prediction for the Commanders is going to be a little bit of a wild one after going 11-6 and making the NFC wild card. The last team's the Bears, and before I talk about it, I'm just showing their draft classes. This is really going to depend on how good they do this year. Yeah, but when you go into their depth chart, they obviously trade the first pick for the 9th pick. So they end up getting Darnell Wright, right tackle. They also got DJ Moore, which I think is the biggest part. I'm not comparing just the Bears to the Eagles last year. Jalen Hurts got way better when he got A.J. Brown. Josh Allen got way better when he got Stephon Diggs. I know those guys are a little better than DJ Moore, but DJ Moore is really, really good. And I've always been a Justin Fields guy because he went to Ohio State. That's like right when I got really into college football. Look at this. This is with the quarterbacks of Sam Darnold and P.J. Walker. And the weird version of Cam Newton. He is a top 10 to 15 receiver. Deontay Foreman, I know he doesn't stay with a team for that long, but when you look at his game log last year, he wasn't that bad. He's a guy you can give the ball to 25 times in one game, too. And they drafted Roschon Johnson, who's going to be really good. He's used to backing up Bijan. He'll be really good for them. Khalil Herbert's good. Then receivers, they have DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool. They traded their 2nd-round pick for last year. It ended up being Joey Porter Jr. Tyler Scott was really in the 4th round. They drafted Velus Jones Jr. in the 3rd round last year. Tight end, they have 2 pretty good ones. Cole Kmet, Robert Tonyan. Last game, I think it's the fastest fullback in the NFL. It doesn't really matter. Their O-line now, they have 5 good players. Braxton Jones was really good last year for a 5th-round pick tackle. Tevin Jenkins is good. Cody Whitehair's going to move back to center. Nate Davis they brought from Tennessee. And Darnell Wright, who they trade back one more spot, I guess, to the 10th pick for. Defensively, it's still not good. Travis Gibson, meh. Justin Jones is okay. Gervin Dexter and Zach Pickens, they're going to need to be good. Who they drafted. I didn't really like the picks, but they're going to need to be good for this prediction to be right. Their front four is still not very good. They have Dominique Robinson. Their linebackers, however, though, they signed Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards to be actually a really, really good linebacking duo. Still have Jack Sanborn, who I believe was an undrafted rookie last year who was pretty good. Noah Sewell. And their cornerbacks, they've Jalen Johnson, who's good. Tyreek Stevenson, they spent a second-round pick on. Kyler Gordon's a second-round pick from 2 years ago now. They have Eddie Jackson, who it's not like he was a couple years ago, but still fine. Jaquan Brisker's good. Spent a second-round pick on him. And the thing is, they're in the NFC North. Nobody knows who's going to win the NFC North. I don't think the Bears will win. I think it will be the Lions. This schedule, though. Green Bay, winnable game. Tampa, win. Nope. Denver, I think, is going to be good. They can still win that game. They can beat the Commanders. They can beat the Vikings this year. They can beat the Raiders. Probably not Chargers. Saints, they can win. Panthers, Lions, Vikings, Lions again. Cleveland, Arizona. They can beat the Falcons and the Packers. I don't know. I think the Bears, I don't think they're going to be crazy. I think they might be like the Lions last year. I have the Bears surprising people, going 8-9 this year. And almost making the playoffs. I didn't realize how close these Browns and Bears logos look now, but yeah, everybody, that's going to be the video. Thank you for watching. Hope I'm right on at least 2 of these, and I'll see you in the next one.